Hello again, this is Ishak Abdullahi for the Africa Music Podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Mam Africa, a creative agency that supports young creatives. Okay, so we are going to talk about the launch of Zylofon Media and Men's Gold, which happened in Nigeria on Friday. And trust me, after seeing the video of Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale's performance, a section of Ghanaians are not happy with what they saw. Most of Zylofon acts were there. Talk about Joyce Blessing, Becca, Obibini, Kumi Guitar, and Nigerians were there also to support. I think I saw Two-Face, Dibia, there was MI, there was YC Patorankin, there was Techno, there was Fino. So it was like a packed house. But looking at how the crowd reacted to one of our biggest acts, not just one but two of our biggest acts, which includes Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale, so, like, people are not happy. People are not happy. You can see that from the reactions on social media. People blaming the media for projecting Nigerian acts here when they come, but not projecting our own, like Nigerians project our artists there. So, but you know, it's I think what the issue now is, we have to look at it. It's a good thing it happened, and we have to like look at it and then re-strategize and approach things from a different perspective. I think we are at a point where Ghanaian artists need to approach the game from a continental perspective, because that's what the Nigerians are doing, and they even now looking at it on a world view, because they see a whole of Africa as one country, and then they conquer it, and then they now go into the West. You can see I've heard interview where what's his name, Rantam is talking about writing for what was the name, Rihanna. I have seen, I think we all have seen Falls, the bad guy, he was hanging out with Diddy. We saw what was his name, Wizkid, also hanging out with Diddy and Nicki Minaj, and all these are the superstars. So I think they have, like, in their mind conquered the continent, and they're moving it to the world, which is the West and all the other parts of the world that are yet to experience Afrobeats. So I think that's how Ghanaians also need to approach it, because if you look at someone like Mr. Easy, for instance, he was talking about like an instance where he made known the numbers behind what he does, and he made mention of, say, cost of production being $6,000, and then his YouTube advertisement only was $10,000, and then he made $89,000 from that particular piece of content that he created for his fans. So I think that's the level where the thing is at. I don't know how much like Ghanaian artists are investing into PR and promoting their stuff on the continent and the world at large, but some are trying, some are not, some are investing, some are not. But you know, it's just, but I know, like, we can't just blame Nigerians for not reacting to our artists if they don't know them, because we also do it to other artists. Master C was on Ghana Music Awards stage, and Ghanaians didn't really like give him the kind of reception he expected from us, considering what he was getting online when he arrived in town. So sometimes I think it's issue with audience, because the people in the audience did not know like Nasty C, so there was no way they're going to cheer for him. If they don't know his songs, there's no way they're going to sing it. And I think that's what happened in Nigeria. The people didn't know Stonebwoy's music that much. Shatta Wale also, they didn't know his music, because you could see when Shatta Wale was on stage and then Burna Boy came on for Hosanna, people ran on stage. And for the first time, I saw people running on stage, not for Shatta Wale, but for Burna Boy. And, you know, that was a bit, you know, some way, but, you know, it happens sometimes. It's a good thing it happened, and people will learn from it. You can see Victor AD is in Ghana, and he's like promoting his waiting we give. If you look at the Ghana iTunes chart, he's number 5. If you look at the Ghana iTunes chart top 10, 5 Nigerian songs are in the top, and you can check it out right now as I'm talking to you. But you know, it's a give and take thing, because let's say we did what we did, Zylofon did what they did, and Nigerians, Glow is also in Ghana this weekend at Fantasy Dome, and they're gonna do something of that same level, and you should check the reaction afterwards. It's gonna be like massive for the Nigerian acts, it's gonna be massive for the Ghanaian acts. So I think we have to copy their ways, all the good things they're doing with their industry and then their artists, and then replicate it to be successful like them at home and away, as they have done and have been successful. I mean, it's not like we are not big in Nigeria, we are not doing great things. Sarkodie is big there. I think R2B is good in Nigeria. VVIP was big there. I think some time ago TikTok was also very big there. So it's not like we are not doing anything. Some are holding it, even though like I went to Nigeria some time ago, and what I realized was that Ghanaian music was not playing like as Nigerian music is playing here, but the only time it played was when a Nigerian act was featured on the song. So if that's what it means, it will get us to get in there. Why don't we do it? After all, they are here with us always, so we just do it and then go there and promote it. Also, like, you know, sometimes if you feel maybe, yeah, so let's say someone like Rihanna has been to the Afrimest, I think twice, performed also, and I saw her performance, and like people were engaged. Even in Ghana, people don't understand what she says, but when she performs, you kind of feel it. So maybe we have to really approach things based on our strength, like Rihanna did when she was in Nigeria to perform. And so I think let us just reorganize ourselves as Ghanaians and then approach this the best way. You can see the video. My name is Ishaq Abdullahi, and you can follow me on social media at One Story Only on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And then this podcast has been sponsored by MAM, a creative agency that supports young creatives.